Hey everybody, welcome to Cataloging and Classification. Spring, oh boy, is it spring already? Not quite. I decided last week we had our one day of winter, and I hope that's all we have. But we'll see what the rest of the season brings. Welcome to class. And as you look on this page for this week, there's a lot of, I'll call them housekeeping things to do, just things to get ready for the rest of the class, and just kind of to get comfortable with each other. And so the first thing I want you to do is to download and read the syllabus. Actually, the very first thing I want you to do is to watch the Cookie Monster video that you're going to see in this file. Just to start out, a lot of fun and an introduction to what we're going to be doing this semester. And then make sure you download the syllabus. If you've done it before noon on Tuesday, you might want to do it again because I made a few little changes from the one I uploaded last night, and nothing major, just a little links and things that I added, so you might want to get the new one. So the syllabus is there ready to go. And then to introduce ourselves to each other this semester, I'm going to have you do what I'm doing right now, and that is go to YouTube and create a video of yourself telling us about who you are. One of the things that you should have a webcam and a microphone of some kind. So you were asked to get those. We're back in another class. And so I want you to use those to just tell us about yourself. And if you go down, there is a YouTube introduction discussion board. And there's some more directions in there on how to create this video. And then some things that I want you to talk about in that video. So go see what's there. And it doesn't have to be long. You know, a couple, 3 minutes is good. And just tell us about yourself. And I want us to see each other. We don't get to see each other very often, so I thought this might be a fun way to start off the semester. Then there's also a second discussion forum here. And how many of you, raise your hand if when you were little people asked you what you wanted to do when you grew up and you said, I want to be a librarian? I don't see any hands. Well, maybe one. But since I can't see your hands, I really can't say that, can I? But if we were to raise our hands, I don't think there'd be very many of us, because I know I didn't. In fact, my dad still makes fun of me because I'm a librarian. But that's a whole other story. So I want you to go there, and within that discussion board is another. Yeah, me and videos. I like them. So there's another video in there for you to watch, and it's from 1946, I think. It makes you chuckle. But the discussion forum is called The Face of the Profession. And I want you to talk about do we need to, can we, what do we need to do to change the face of the profession of the school librarian. The next item that you're going to start working on, and this piece is going to be due the 31st of January, so we've got a couple weeks to work on it, is called Cataloging in Action. And for this exercise, you're going to need to find a school librarian to work with, because it's kind of like an interview of them. There's lots of questions to ask about barcodes, spine labels, processing books, all the little ins and outs that you might not even know they do. Most of the time during this class, students say, wow, that was an eye-opening experience, to go and talk to the librarian about all these little details that I didn't even know there were. So that's an assignment that you're going to work on. The directions are here in this folder. And then you also, one more thing to do is we're going to add some resources to a Digo account this semester. If you were in 805 last semester, we spent the semester going through the 23 things and kind of working through, just during the entire semester, a little at a time, some new technologies. Well, this is kind of the same, only from week to week, each student in class is going to be assigned to go into a Digo account that I've created. And if you go to your gus.pittstate.edu account, you should have an email invitation to be part of that group. If you don't, let me know so I can fix that and get that sent to you. And we're going to add, so one person a week is going to add 3 resources to that Digo account. And there's more directions in the cataloging resources file that follows later in this folder. So make sure you look at that, read through that thoroughly. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. We're going to kind of have discussions, talks, look at websites, If you've never used Digo, it's a social bookmarking site where we can highlight, make notes, and just for our group or for everybody in the world to see. So I'm anxious for you to see that new tool as well. Might be new, might not. And then finally, make sure you order your textbook. It looks like, if I can find it, looks like this. I know it's backwards, but it's called Kids Cat by Deborah Karpuk, and we'll start reading and doing some things with this starting next week. And then finally, one last thing, I want to encourage you, there's 12 of us in this class. Not too big, kind of a small class. After you've watched introductions and kind of got to know each other a little better, we are going to do a group project. So I'm going to assign you to the groups for that, but we'll do a group project starting next week. And then I want to encourage you to find a study buddy, because a lot of what we're going to learn during this semester is brand new. You've never done it before, never heard of it before. You know, you're going to get to the MARC records and be thinking, what is this? So if you have a study buddy, somebody you can email first before you email me and ask questions, as you go through some of the exercises, bounce ideas off each other. Do you think this is right? Is this what we're supposed to do? And work together on those during the class. Should make things a little easier. So I'm going to encourage you guys to find a study buddy this semester. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to post, hopefully, later today, it's Tuesday, a video kind of going through the syllabus together too, so you get a little better idea of the topics we're going to talk about in this class. That'll be through another integrity video, and directions for that are also in this folder. So have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week.